What is this number?
Zero. You pronounce? You say
number 10. Number what? Zero. And then what is this number?
So now
this one.
Except means you listen.
Here. I don't want you to look there. Look at me.
Step forward.
Step forward, look at me. When you subtract a number, it becomes small. It becomes what?
Small.
It is reduced. So when you have
You might be wondering how pupils in one classroom, separated by a papyrus mat, can concentrate when teachers in both streams are teaching. Indeed, it is almost impossible for them to concentrate, but they have mastered the art of ignoring the other stream. To these children, half a loaf is better than none. Therefore, sharing a stream and being distracted is better than not attaining education at all.
Teacher waba asomesa eno tuba tuzabuzibwa nga neno wena asomesa kati anga balina okuba nti omu asooka n'alindako era kuba wayinza obbaawo gundi nga yonna gundi lessoning eriwo omwezi essaawa nga n'abeeri ssaawa ze zimu teacher najja n'asomesa n'erinda basomesa
Kimsa ubi. Kubanga eno babeera basomesa nga n'eri basomesa basobola kwata.
Although these semi-permanent structures leave a lot to be desired, to these pupils, having a school is a miracle. Previously, young people in this community have not had the benefit of education. Located at KOOME sub-county, MUKONO district, Kimmi Island is a densely populated fishing village with about 4,000 people, a sizable number of which are children. The huge children populace notwithstanding, Kimmi did not have a school until 2004, when Honorable Bakaluba Mukasa intervened and established a school.
Background have been very supportive to the education program, and I felt inspired to fund this project by putting up at least a primary school beginning with the lower classes.
Kimmi Nursery and Primary School was established with classes from nursery to primary 5. For the first time in the island's history, children could go to school. Having a school structure, as the community was soon to discover, is not enough, considering education brought with it other demands.
The challenges we have: class buildings, the classroom materials, like books, even paying the teachers.
Church of Uganda doesn't support you to pay the teachers?
It doesn't.
How about government?
It doesn't. When the elections came in, the Honorable MP built this school. But because the Honorable was a Christian and he is a reverend, he gave that school to a church. So it became a church-founded school.
So Honorable Bakaluba Mukasa, how much money does he give you?
Nothing.
Honorable came with the idea of setting up a school. But Honorable is not really putting in money.
At times I contribute some little money to the development of the school and even to pay some teachers. But because I'm a member of parliament with a very large area, at times I'm overwhelmed by work which I need to do, and the resources are very meager, so I've not been able to fully facilitate that school to the standard I would have loved.
Challenges notwithstanding, the school has persevered and designed several mechanisms conscious of its reality.
The parent pays some money, 25,000 for a term,
For a whole term.
3 months.
25,000, $10, and some parents can't afford $10 because we met a number of children who did come to school because they were chased away for school fees.
So this guy is saying, the headmaster, that the parents who are here, those who can bring their kids here, they pay a little amount of money because they also want their kids to do that service.
$10,
Yeah.
5,000.
Yes.
That's what you use to pay the teachers. That's what you use to feed the children.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it enough?
No, it is not enough, and it is one of the challenges we have.
With full awareness of this challenge, Paul Nyenje, who grew up at this island, decided to take advantage of Mary Marion's visit to draw her attention to the school. Mary Marion, the director Mission Possible, had visited Kimmi to check the water project that Mission Possible had helped set up. The island had until 2013 not had running water and had settled to using lake water. This had led to a lot of health hazards, some of them fatal, a condition that had prompted Mission Possible's intervention to provide running water to both Kimmi and Myende Islands. Knowing that Mission Possible was committed to making the world a better place for all, Paul invited Mary to Kimmi Primary School. Mary had earlier run into children on the island, many of whom were either not studying or had been asked to stay home for failure to pay school fees.
So when I met Mary, and I was like, no, I should bring them here to this school, because whenever I come here, I get complaints, actually from the parents, even from the kids themselves. That's why I've decided to bring Mary. Diarrhea. They used to suffer from diarrhea. Kati muchala diarrhea? No. Yeah? There's no diarrhea. No. Why? Because you have what? You have clean water.
We're Mission Possible Foundation, working together with you to make the world a better place. Our premise is when we work together, everything is possible. So we have many, many people that work together with us. We have a technology company that helps with resources as far as alternative energy like solar and agriculture. The other people that are also working with us is Croc Shoes. And they're going to send you shoes. The next sponsor is the Bright Minds Film Festival. That's going to be a part of the films, and they'll see your story worldwide, and we'll get a lot of support through films. So here is Affiliated Foot and Ankle Center. These are doctors. These are doctors that will come to make sure that you're healthy. Who wants to be a doctor here? Does anyone want to be a doctor? Very good. Wow. Those of whom that want to become doctors will put an endowment together and make sure that you can go to medical school, that you can be a doctor. The next sponsor is St. Jude School. They're in the United States, and the children there made cards for you. And on the front is their blessing. You are an angel from heaven. You are a child of God. And their children, they're sending their prayers to you. Can you hear their prayers? They're going to send you books and whatever the headmaster needs for you to be successful in your life.
This school, actually I would say it's the one school.
This school needs more support
Yes.
than Myende. And I'll tell you, disturbed that there's many kids that want to go. When we were walking, I said, do you want to go to school? They said yes. So if they have the will to go, they should be able to go.
True to her word, Mary went ahead to fulfill her promise. The following day, to the children's excitement, the balls were handed out. Through Ngamba Chimpanzee Sanctuary Management, Mary also left behind money to buy the children textbooks.
Omukyala oyo Mary Morani yatuwa ebintu bingi n'obutabo obumu bwe buno. Buno obutabo bwatuyamba bulungi kuba kati mwe tusoma olululi twalinga ebitabo ebimu te subject ezimu nga tetuziina. Tusomeramu mu kibiina.
Thank you very much, Mission Possible. Thank you very much, Mary Morani.
A month later, Mary sent money for roofing the incomplete structure. The school had erected a wooden class block that they had failed to roof. The structure was meant to help decongest existing streams. As fate would have it, hardly had they completed roofing when a strong wind blew the old structure. There could not have been better timing. Mary's support towards roofing the extension is the reason children have somewhere to study.
We want to thank the mission possible because they gave us some money to roof this block, and that money was very helpful because by the time we are building this block, we got a strong wind and it blew out our old block which we had. So we tried to squeeze the pupils in this block.
To these children, sharing a stream is far better than the looming end of school crisis. Kimmi Nursery and Primary School's highest level is Primary 5. The class is 2 years away from completing primary level. Because there is no other school at the island, many of the children whose parents are not able to send them to relatives on mainland or boarding school end up dropping out of school at this level. It is this uncertain future that is making current Primary 5 pupils desperate.
Obuzibwe tulina tewaliwo P6 na P7 okubira omulanga eri abo abantu bonna abasobola otuzimbira P6 ne P7 ndi mu P5 mbeera ne maama wange sirina busobozi kusobola kweyongerayo ku kirasi ezawaggulu kubanga maama wange talina ssente taata wange mulwadde ali ku kitanda emulago.
We want to help those pupils to get at least something from P5 to P7. Though we don't have some money to build it. Another challenge the teachers, because for now we have 8 teachers, but to pay them it is very difficult because we don't have money.
It is late afternoon and 13-year-old Gabby Daniel is getting ready for fishing tonight. Daniel's dream of becoming a professional farmer was dashed when on completing Primary 5, his parents failed to send him for further education on the mainland. Daniel is not the only victim of these circumstances. His is a story of many other young people at the island. "14-year-old Gertrude Nandala is one of the 10 pupils who, together with Daniel, fell out of school after completing Primary 5 last year. Gertrude's dream was to become a doctor and help children and adults like the ones at her island who have limited access to health by providing them medical services. Gertrude, who still harbors fairy tale hopes of becoming a medical doctor one day, is currently helping out at her aunt's newly set up restaurant. She hopes that the business might pick up and that her aunt raises money to send her back to school. It is also her prayer that a miracle occurs and Kimmi gets Primary 6 and 7 for starters. Like Gertrude, hope is what many of the current Primary 5 pupils are hanging on. They are aware, should Kimmi not extend their services to Primary 6 and 7, like Gertrude and Daniel before them, they will also drop out of school.
to support our education. Don't neglect to pay school fees. As you see, I'm struggling. I am struggling for the better life. Our parents, we request you to support our education. Don't neglect to pay school fees. As you see, I'm struggling. I am struggling for the better life. Don't neglect to pay school fees. As you see, I'm struggling. I am struggling for the better life.